Hello everyone. In the series of IoT, in the last session we have seen that LED interfacing, introduction of IoT and interfacing of LEDs. In this session, let's see interfacing switches and LEDs to the ATmega T28 microcontroller. Let's decode the hardware part first. So I have taken 8 LEDs which are connected to port D that represents pin number 0 to 7, and I am taking only one switch which was connected to pin number 13. So the concept is here, if the switch is closed, then I want to turn on 8 LEDs. If the switch is open, turn off this LEDs. That's the concept. And important point is, internally all the digital lines are having pull-up resistors. So when you configure any pin as input, if you initialize, if you start the pull-up resistor, then internally that will provide 5 volts to every pin. So now I'm going to use that internal pull-up resistor, and through that internal pull-up resistor at pin number 13 I'm getting 5 volts. Now if the switch is open, that 5 volts remains at pin number 13. So when you read the voltage at pin number 13, if you get 5 volts, that means logic 1. It indicates that the switch is open. In case if you close that switch at pin through pin number 13, that 5 volts are goes to the ground. So now if you read voltage at pin number 13, you will get 0 volts. So in such way that we can differentiate whether the switch is open or closed. So when switch is open, that 5 volts are remain constant at pin number 13. If it is closed, that 5 volts are goes to the ground through the switch. That's the concept. So coming to the program, in the program as per the hardware, I have taken one switch which was connected to pin number 13, and the LEDs are connected to port D, and I'm initializing the switch status. Status are 0, so that will be just it is a declaration. Further I'm going to use that variable. In the pin mode we have to define pins as input and output. Pin mode, switch connected to pin number 13. I'm going to use pin number 13 as a input. So you should mention pull up so that which will provide the interval pull up resistor. If you don't use pull up, externally you have to connect resistor, otherwise it may behave wrongly. Then define complete port D as output. So if you write all once for the port D, then all the bits are acting as output. So that's the pin mode, and coming to the main program. So our task is continuously read the status of a switch. So already I have taken the variable for storage the reading information. SW switch status equals to read the switch status. We have a inbuilt function as digital read switch. So just we take a normal switch as output, that will use either 0 or 1 in terms of voltage, 0 volts or 5 volts. After reading the switch, I maybe get logic 1 or 0. Now I'm going to cross check it. If the switch status is high, that means you may write high or 1. If status is 1, that means 5 volts. I have to turn off all LEDs. Then I can write D equals to 0x00. So actually, as per the connection, I have taken common. This is the common cathode method. If I write logic 1 for the anode pins, then which are going to on, right? So now to the port D, I am sending all zeros to the anodes of LEDs. so that the status of LED is off. If switches are open, if the switch is closed, then turn on all LEDs. That's it. Program is very simple. In this statement, just you are reading the switch condition, switch status, that may be 1 or 0. After reading the switch status, we are verifying whether the switch is closed or open. So when the switch is open, you will get logic 1. If it is equals to logic 1, means 5 volts, turn off LEDs, or else turn on 8 LEDs. That's it. After writing the code, we can save it. Switch channel. Wait a minute, it may take some time. Yes, this is the icon for compiling. So in the output window, we can check out the status. There is some error. So here error is a written pin mode. Actually, we should write byte setup. So programming is very simple. Actually, we should understand the concept. Okay. So now 0 errors, and also that will provide the X file. Just copy the X file. This is the X file has to be upload. X file. Upload here. We can check out. Now the switch is open. So the status of LEDs are off. When I close it, the status comes to on. LED status comes to on. So in this way, simply we can control one switch with any device. That may be LED, that may be motor. Simple. Thank you.